And I call Mr. Davis.
President, my question is to the Leader of the Government. I refer to the orders of the Legislative Council on the 2nd of September 2020, 16th of September 2020 and the 30th of October 2020, where the Council has directed the Government to provide the briefings supporting documents to the Chamber and thereby the Victorian community for each of the Government's public health orders, including prospectively all COVID orders made under the Public Health and Wellbeing Act. Why has the Government not complied with these orders? What do you have to hide?
Leader of the Government.
Thank you, President. Mr. Davis, I'll have to review each of the requests, each of the orders that the Council has agreed to in relation to the documents that have been provided. As we know, this is a government that has provided more documents more often than the former coalition government that when they were in government in this chamber. It is always the intention of government to respond appropriately to documents requests, and there is a process that goes through, and the documents that can be provided are always provided to this House in a timely manner in accordance with normal processes, regardless of what the request that the chamber makes.
Members, just to remind you that Minister or the member, it's very hard to see the clock. So what we're going to do is the clerk will ring the bell just 10 seconds before you finish. So if you got 1 minute, we'll give you 10 seconds. If the Minister... Mr. Davis on a supplementary.
President, the 30th of October, and none of those orders have been provided. They are not timely and they are not transparent. But I ask, therefore, in response to the Minister's question, or response, I refer to the 16th of August 2021 order blocking children from access to playgrounds, where the number of when the number of new COVID infections was 22. And I refer to the 1st of September public health order rescinding the previous order when the number was announced of COVID infections was 176. And I ask, why have you not brought to the Chamber, pursuant to the 30th of October motion 2020, the briefings supporting both of these contradictory public health orders? Is it because the documents don't stack up and the Andrews Labor government is embarrassed by these contradictions?
Leader of the Government.
Thank you, President. Slightly different topic, but linked tenuously. In relation to the 30th of October documents request, that'll be, I'm sure, underway in the normal way and the processes that undertake it. In relation to playgrounds, Mr. Davis, what was quite apparent was that playgrounds and public places were attracting large numbers of people, where, of course, taking off masks to drink beverages, lots of people getting together, which I understand. Like restrictions have been tough. But what we have seen is that in recent months, this Delta variant has been particularly prevalent in young people and very, very little children. So health advice in relation to restrictions around places that these family members congregate with public safety in mind is very...
Mr. Davis on point of order.
No, President, I move that the Minister's answer be taken into account on the next day of meeting.
Thank you. Question is the motion moved by Mr. Davis be agreed to. Those in opinion say aye. Contrary no. The ayes have it. Mr. Hayes.